This is the thought I want to leave everybody with who's listening, and that is with this season has gone of the path of what I think its title implies is the most important part of the show, which is the Mandalorian, or at least the first season. And in the first season, we learned about Din Djarin's character beliefs, his childhood, his personal disposition in life. And while Din is still an essential part of the plot of the show in returning Grogu to his people, does introducing all these pre-existing characters and these new story elements and all these new lore tie-ins with other Star Wars movies like possibly Snoke, does this lessen the value of the Mandalorian as a character in this series? I'm concerned we're getting introduced to all these new characters, ones we know, ones we don't know, whole new storylines. This could go in multiple different directions that we're following. And I'm concerned this show isn't going to be what it was said it was going to be about the Mandalorian, because I feel like we're losing a part of Din Djarin as a character so far.
You've
They
already
feel.
heard my point, like my view of it, just from over the summer and kind of my theory right there. I don't think this was ever about Mandalorian. I think it was about just it's always been about the child. It's just the Mandalorian having Boba Fett's armor there was going to get people excited. I think they dangled a carrot in front of us, but they're using the Mando to move the story. And again, I truly do believe Sabine's going to be, and this is another part of my theory for everybody. Sabine is going to be the Mandalorian that ends up finding Ezra with the child. I think that there will be separation, and I think it'll be a permanent separation at some point from Din and Grogu. But I do agree with you; it is taking away from Pedro's character. I think, but I also think that he asked for it based off the offset rumors.
Yeah, I mean,
If
because like when I saw at the end of this episode, Ahsoka was saying goodbye, I was like, I, I'm not. I don't want to go continue this with Mando. I want to go with Mando and
yeah,
Ahsoka, and
yeah,
I'm worried that going forward, I'm gonna feel that way more. Like, oh, now I want Thrawn. Why am I still hanging out with this dude? Like,
I really think that they're going to do a twist, and because the Mandalorian is not a person, it's a tribe. It's not
yeah,
going to be um like the Rogue One spinoff, how it's going to be named. Why am I forgetting his name now?
Cassian.
Cassian, thank you. It's not going to like that is going to be called Cassian. We know who we're getting there.
Right.
Like that is spelled out. Like, but and then when it comes to Obi-Wan, we know who we're getting. This was purposeful named, and they are retconning and fixing a bunch of things that Star Wars fans were upset about with the sequels. They are answering those questions that made people angry, and I think that's what the show has become. I think they have figured out that people like this show. They were retconning things in the first season. It just wasn't as obvious. Now it's like, okay, y'all like this and y'all didn't really notice we were doing these parts. Now look at this. And I really think that that's what this show is becoming, which I have no issues with.
Yeah.
But I really do believe Pedro will be, if the onset rumors are true, Pedro will be gone. There will be a new Mandalorian because they can get away with it. Just as I told you over the phone forever ago, they can just say, I know Boba's not a Mandalorian, but everybody thinks he is. They could easily say Boba's the new Mando. They really could if they wanted to.
And I can honestly see all that as a possibility. Up until that point, I'm totally still on board, guys. So don't think that I'm like I'm not into it anymore. I'm totally still here. I can't wait to see what happens and what plays out going forward.